Two people wake up at the same time. Both work hard. Both sweat. Both sacrifice sleep. But years later, one is exhausted, stuck, and frustrated. The other is free, fulfilled, and successful. The difference wasn't talent. It wasn't luck. It was how they worked. Hard work will make you tired. Smart work will make you powerful. Today, I want to challenge the belief that working harder always means winning. Because if effort alone created success, millions of people would already be rich, happy, and free. From the moment we are young, we are taught a single message: work hard and you will succeed. Study longer, stay later, sacrifice more. We grow up believing that exhaustion is a badge of honor and that rest is a sign of weakness. If you are tired, it means you are doing something right. If you are struggling, it means you just need to push harder. This idea is repeated so often that it becomes a rule we never question. But look around. Look at the people who work the longest hours. Look at those who wake up early, sleep late, and give everything they have. Many of them are still stuck in the same place year after year. They are not lazy. They are not unmotivated. They are simply following a belief that effort alone guarantees progress. And that belief is costing them their time, their energy, and sometimes even their hope. The truth is, hard work by itself does not promise success. It only promises fatigue. You can climb a ladder with all your strength, but if that ladder is leaning against the wrong wall, every step takes you further from where you want to be. No one tells us this. Instead, we are taught to keep climbing, to keep pushing, to keep proving ourselves through pain. This lie is dangerous because it makes people blame themselves when results don't come. They think, maybe I'm not working hard enough. Maybe I need to suffer more. So they push harder, skip breaks, ignore their health, and silence their doubts. They don't realize the problem is not their effort. It is the direction of their effort. Society celebrates people who are always busy. We admire the hustle, the late nights, the constant grind. But being busy is not the same as being effective. Motion is not the same as progress. You can run all day and still go nowhere when hard work becomes a belief instead of a tool. It turns into a trap. It keeps people exhausted but not fulfilled, active but not advancing. And until this lie is questioned, many will continue to give their best years to effort that never truly pays them back. There is a quiet pain that comes from working hard and still feeling stuck. It's the pain of waking up every day, giving your best, and going to sleep wondering why nothing is changing. You follow the rules. You show up on time. You stay late. Yet deep inside, there is a heavy question you are afraid to ask. Why am I still here? This kind of hard work drains more than your body. It drains your spirit. You watch others move ahead while you remain in the same place. Not because you didn't try, but because you didn't know where to focus. Over time, motivation turns into frustration. Passion turns into pressure. What once felt meaningful begins to feel like survival. Working without direction is like rowing a boat without a map. You are moving, but you don't know if you are getting closer or further away. Every stroke takes energy, and eventually your arms grow tired. The exhaustion is not just physical, it is emotional. You start doubting your worth, your abilities, and your future. This pain is rarely talked about. People see your effort, but they don't see the confusion behind it. They don't see the nights when you question if all this struggle will ever lead somewhere better. Hard work is not the enemy. Quitting effort is not the answer. The real problem is misunderstanding what hard work is meant to do. True hard work is not endless struggle. It is disciplined effort guided by purpose. It is showing up even when you don't feel motivated, not because you are lost, but because you know exactly why you are pushing. Real hard work is consistency when no one is watching. It is doing the small, boring actions every day that slowly build strength, skill, and confidence. It is choosing growth over comfort, even when progress feels invisible. This kind of work doesn't chase applause. It builds foundations. Hard work, when done the right way, sharpens your character. It teaches patience, resilience, and self-respect. It prepares you for responsibility and success by strengthening your habits and your mindset. Without hard work, smart ideas collapse under pressure. Plans fail when effort disappears. True hard work is also about responsibility, taking ownership of your choices, your time, and your standards. It is the willingness to improve instead of complain, to learn instead of repeat mistakes. When effort is intentional, it stops being draining and starts becoming empowering. Turning struggle into preparation and pressure into progress. Smart work starts with awareness. It is the moment you stop running on autopilot and begin to question your actions. Instead of asking, "How much can I do today?" smart work asks, "What should I do today?" This shift changes everything. It pulls you out of constant busyness and forces you to think about purpose instead of pressure. Smart work is about intentional choice. It means identifying the few actions that create the biggest results and committing to them fully. Many people spend their days solving small problems while ignoring the one decision that could change their future. Smart work demands courage, the courage to ignore distractions, to say no, and to focus deeply when others are scattered. Another core of smart work is leverage. Smart workers don't rely only on effort. They rely on systems, skills, and structure. They build routines that reduce wasted energy. They learn skills that compound over time. Instead of repeating the same hard task forever, they improve the process so the task becomes easier, faster, and more effective. Smart work also means learning before repeating. It is pausing to reflect instead of blindly pushing forward. It is adjusting your strategy when results are not coming. Smart work respects time, protects energy, and values progress over appearance, allowing effort to finally produce meaningful results. Hard work is about effort. Smart work is about impact. Hard workers often measure their value by how tired they feel at the end of the day. Smart workers measure progress by results, not exhaustion. One focuses on hours spent, the other on outcomes achieved. Both involve effort, but only one guarantees movement. Hard work keeps you busy. Smart work keeps you effective. You can fill your entire day with tasks and still move an inch closer to your goal. Activity feels productive, but it can quietly distract you from what truly matters. Smart work forces you to ask uncomfortable questions about priorities. Instead of hiding behind constant motion, hard work often reacts. Smart work plans. Hard workers respond to every demand, every request, every problem. Smart workers pause, think, and choose where to invest their energy. They understand that saying yes to everything means saying no to progress. Hard work focuses on survival. Smart work focuses on growth. One is about getting through the day. The other is about building a future. The difference is not intelligence or luck, it is awareness. When effort is guided by strategy, energy turns into results. And work stops feeling like a struggle and starts feeling like direction. Being smart is not enough to change a life. Ideas alone do not create results. Many intelligent people are full of potential, but potential means nothing without action. They plan, analyze, and imagine success, yet stay in the same place because thinking feels safer than doing. Knowledge becomes comfort instead of power. Smart people often wait for the perfect moment. They wait until the plan is flawless, the conditions are right, or the fear disappears. Meanwhile, time keeps moving. Opportunities pass quietly. Without hard work, intelligence turns into hesitation and confidence turns into excuses. Hard work is what turns ideas into reality. It is what forces growth through discomfort. Smart people who avoid effort miss the lessons that only struggle can teach. Failure, repetition, and persistence are not signs of weakness. They are the training ground for mastery. Without hard work, talent fades. Skills remain undeveloped. Dreams stay locked in the mind. Smart thinking can show the path, but only consistent effort can walk it. When intelligence refuses to sweat, it slowly becomes regret. Not because the person lacked ability, but because they never demanded discipline from themselves. When hard work meets smart work, effort finally starts to make sense. Discipline gives you the strength to keep going, and strategy gives you the direction to move forward. You stop wasting energy and start building momentum. Every hour you invest begins to matter. Hard work trains your character. Smart work sharpens your focus. Together, they turn struggle into progress. You push yourself, but with purpose. You work longer only when it counts. Confidence grows because results begin to appear, not by chance, but by design. Effort stops feeling heavy because it is aligned, intentional, and moving you closer to the life you want.